We are here in your house sports after dark.
Dun-dun-dun.
I'm doing my Colin Murray impression.
Except brother.
Manny D.
Your boy Vasos. Not sketch.
Fat Sam's not with us tonight. He's in Detroit doing draft coverage, trying to figure out why Jerry Jones traded the pick just now.
He's also trying to reach out to Kirk Cousins and see if he can buy one of his chains off them since they drafted another quarterback.
Yeah.
So
200-something thousand people there? God almighty.
275 is what I think it said.
Sheesh. It's crazy. Detroit. Oof. I want to be out there in Detroit.
I wanted to make a morbid joke about that earlier in our group text, but I was like, no, I don't want to put that evil out there.
Oh man, that bad? Ooh.
Yeah, it was that bad. Yeah, it's something that would be very, very likely to happen in Detroit. So that's why I was like, you know what?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go there.
Well, we're having live draft coverage right now. That's what's going on. We want to stream it, but we don't want to get taken off for copyright infringement.
Even though it would have been streaming off of YouTube TV, which an exact affiliate of YouTube, so we don't see where the conflict would have been, but ESPN and all that other stuff,
Yeah, get all pissed off. But yeah, I appreciate you joining us.
Maybe Facebook. We should have reached out to CTESPN.
Right. Facebook, In Your House Sports, YouTube channel, In Your House Sports, Twitter, X, In Your House Sports,
TikTok, In Your House Sports, Instagram, In Your House Sports.
Yeah, not In Your House Sports everywhere.
Yeah, all over the place. Had it representing it at the game today. I was wearing my undershirt.
Okay, nice. There you go.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I think the guy who runs the audio and the system there for the Rangers, total wrestling fan. Every strikeout today was playing a wrestling thing.
Oh, for
yeah. What was it? It was going into the 8th inning. Cole struck out. No, it was at the end of the 7th inning. Cole Wynn struck out a batter, and it was in the inning, and he played Roman Reigns. So
nice.
That was probably the coolest one. Well, that was probably the best well-timed one.
Roman Reigns thing has been played throughout arenas here this past year too.
I'm literally. I was coming back from the bathroom, so I'm like running down the steps, acknowledging. So everyone's looking at me like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy?" I'm like,
"This guy, man."
I'm like, acknowledge. I'm acknowledging.
Like Hitler's birthday was Saturday. But yeah, we got draft coverage going on. Again, we talked about the draft. We talked about stuff was going to happen before the draft. Zach Wilson gets traded to the Broncos.
Right.
I don't know. Is John Elway, is he still part of the operations?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's involved at all in the front office anymore.
Because
he was the president of football operations.
I'll take a drunk John Elway over whoever's in charge right now.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 100%. I would definitely have drunk John Elway running my team. I mean,
you're paying for Russell Wilson, and you got Zach Wilson. Like, oh shit! Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Like I told you, we needed a Wilson. Oh, wrong one. My fault.
Okay, so we're paying that and
All
right. Makes sense.
Hide your moms, Denver. Hide your moms.
He's like, I'm close to Utah.
Yeah.
Where I just play college at. So.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
He's right there, borderline.
That fool's over there going, oh.
Hide the Rams. What?
He's like, I'm looking for my next 7 future wives right here.
You can't tell me a damn thing. But so that was the trade.
Just I have no words for it. It's one of those ones that even Pat Sam was like, is that legitimate?
Like, I know, right? Like, yeah, it's real.
I had to go back and double check to make sure it wasn't like fake Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
found it on Twitter, and then I went, or first I saw it on Facebook. And I was like, all right, I got to go make sure this is actually the real thing. Went to Twitter, went to Instagram. Was like, all right, all 3 of his accounts say it. It's a real thing.
It was so bad you couldn't even make it up.
No,
It wasn't in your deck of cards to make up.
no, not at all. Bucks are about to pick.
So Denver has Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm. They have the most ass quarterback room. The only bright spot is their, just because we don't know what he's going to look like. So we'll get into that once we get to Denver's selection tonight.
Yeah.
But like I said, that is the most ass and mid ass. Is that a good way to put it?
Probably the nicest way to put it.
The most mid ass quarterback room.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But as the it's just in round 1 tonight. That's it, right? Or did
It's just round 1, yeah. It's just
okay,
round 1.
Say, oof.
2 and 3 are tomorrow night, and then Saturday is 4 through 7.
When nobody pays attention to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go talking about this draft. Obviously, you have the number 1 pick going to the Chicago Bears. And you know, as suspected, Caleb Williams goes. If you're Justin Fields right now, and you see all the damn talent they have on offense now, it's like, fuck me, right?
I'm that Jim Carrey meme, you know that. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I mean, damn, they're loaded offensively. On paper, they should be at least top 10 offense.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm at this point, I'm Will Smith when, you know, how come you don't want me, man? If I'm Justin Fields, I'm like, come on, man.
And the thing was, man, he was trying. The dude ran for his life all last year.
There was at least 2 games towards the end of the season last year that he won them. Like he did it. He won that game for them. He played like shit the first 3 quarters, but that 4th quarter, he sucked it up and got them to a victory.
Yeah, so Caleb Williams goes number 1 overall. Obviously, we're not Caleb Williams fans.
Yeah.
You know, he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I mean, at this pedestal they put him on, I don't think he's that great.
No.
And proves me wrong, proves us wrong. It is what it is. But.
And to me, he's just, I think with us, the biggest thing, it's like, you know, yes, we can acknowledge his talent, but he's just not a likable person.
No.
He's just he does not come off as a likable franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I just want to punch him.
Right. Yeah. To use a wrestling term, he comes off very much like the Mini.
Yeah. And like that interview you sent us about with Ryan Clark asking about the Oklahoma situation.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, what? He Ryan Clark's like, wait a minute, hold on, what? Wait. It's this question.
You thought you should have started. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Spencer Rattler was ass, but
right.
But you both went through spring practice and he beat you out.
And then you got benched against Baylor and cried.
That is funny how that has never come up.
No.
Everything I've heard them talk about Caleb Williams, that game, that Lincoln Riley of all people benching him against Baylor has yet to come up.
Yeah. But I think that's why we're just so just all over his ass about this. Like, no, dude, you got benched for Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Who was ass.
It's just like that. And, you know, especially what was it? What game was it this year that he threw like 3 or 4 interceptions? Was
it the Utah game?
Was it the Utah game?
Because Utah had his number.
That they just blew him out.
Yeah, they had his number, man. That's the Pac-12 title games when he was crying.
Yeah. I mean, this past season.
Yeah.
It was either against Utah. It was Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah, Notre Dame.
Yeah, it was Notre Dame. Notre Dame kicked the shit out of him, too. But I think Utah was also a bad game for him.
Yeah, Utah always. Yeah, because Utah didn't play him this year in the Pac-12 the year before.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they had his number.
Yeah, and they were just like, "Oh, we've never seen Caleb Williams, play this bad. Have a like in a SC uniform." Is the rest of that sentence is how you should have finished it.
It's like they try to erase his Oklahoma career.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
no.
my dryer.
But it's like, yeah, they try to erase his Oklahoma career.
Yeah,
Like,
I
no,
mean
can't.
it really is just like they want to forget it, like it didn't happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, if he proves us wrong, he proves us wrong. Just not a fan.
Mhm.
Just not a fan.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels goes number 2 to Washington. You have Cliff Kingsbury as offensive coordinator.
I did see Lincoln Riley was at the draft tonight.
He was?
Lincoln Riley was, yeah.
I didn't even see him.
He was talking to Caleb before. Well, it was before the show, or before I said before the show. It was before it went on the air.
Lincoln Riley.
But yeah, Jalen Daniels had
He's
some.
still at USC, right?
Yeah, he's still that we know of.
He flip flops so much. I'm reading the series like, is he still at USC? Flip flops so damn much.
I mean, he may not be. He may not be. If what's his name, Eberflus gets, or no, is it Eberflus? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's there.
If he gets fired next season, they might say, "Hey, Lincoln, come on down to Chicago.
Bring your paper. Come on.
Bring your bulletproof vest and come on down to Chicago."
But Jaden Daniels to Washington. We'll see how that goes.
Supposedly had a dust up with management in a meeting.
Really?
Well, supposedly he was pretty upset, I guess, after meeting with the Commanders' higher ups at some point during the draft process, during the draft interviews. Again, how true this is, I don't know. This was sourced, I think it was by Schefter. It was either Schefter or Rap Sheet. Ian Rappaport, I can't remember who it was, but it was one of the two said that he was hoping they wouldn't draft him just because there was some disagreement. I don't know if it was because of how the offense was going to be ran or if it was maybe some way how they were going to use him in general, whether they were just going to keep him in the pocket, make him run. I don't know. There just was a disconnect there in whatever meeting they had. Now, obviously, I'm assuming they squashed it.
Yeah, he looked excited.
Yeah. So maybe that just got smoothed over. And, better spot for him there than going a pick behind at number 3.
Yeah, I was looking at this Dallas trade. I'm feeling a little bit better because they got another 3rd round pick out of it. So
that's not too bad.
So I'm just gonna stop. Then you got Drake May going to New England.
That is the most New England pick. That is just the most New England pick, and Belichick isn't even there anymore.
About to say he's not even there.
Yeah.
Not even there.
He apparently criticized the pick.
Oh, really?
I saw something on Twitter. It said he criticized it on the Pat McAfee show, or on, I guess, whatever stream McAfee's on right now. Said that he criticized the pick.
He was like, I wouldn't have picked him if I was there.
Yeah. So I'd have picked a kicker.
3 quarterbacks. The kicker for real. The 3 quarterbacks, 1, 2, and 3. Who has the upside?
Obviously, Williams has the talent, and not just physical talent himself, but around him to make it happen. Washington, really, it's just you've got Terry McLaurin on offense, and that's really about it. And Brian Robinson, and that you're just kind of hoping the defense puts something together.
Yeah.
And then New England, God help you.
You ain't lying.
You just hope for the best. This is how you know. This is actually what I was going to tell you about Drake May. So this is how you know he's going to be ass. So WWE had Kofi there at the draft. Kofi, big New England Patriots fan, brings the New England championship, gives it to Drake May. Drake May doesn't know how to hold it. Doesn't know how to hold it. So he's like, so how do I? What's the best way to put this? And he's like trying, bro. He's like, Kofi's like, oh well, it just depends. You want to wear it around your waist? You want to put it over your shoulder? Most guys like to carry it on the shoulder, And he's like, yeah. So he puts the whole top plate over here. The belt is like this, and Kofi's like trying to pull it down. Like, no, slide it down a little bit. Slide it down. You gotta have the whole thing. Yeah, like that. And he's just like, yeah, I like this.
Damn, that's not good.
Yeah.
This on the NFL Network or?
This was on no, it wasn't on NFL Network. I saw it on WWE's Instagram page.
Oh gosh, that's not good. Yeah, he's gonna be ass.
Yeah,
doesn't even know how to wear a belt.
Terrible.
Yeah, and then you mentioned about Jane Daniels and the dust up. I'm like, oh damn, well shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caleb Williams has the most upside and probably the most pressure on him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. going number 4 to the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. Good pick.
Yeah, solid.
Safe pick. Good safe pick for them.
Then this is a hardball pick. Joe Alt, offensive tackle.
Oh, yeah. You can tell he really wanted to pick McCarthy, but the fact that he has Herbert and Brad's is just like, no.
Yeah, we're not doing
that.
Like,
Jim, we're not doing it. They gave him the Nick Saban answer. We're not doing it, so quit asking.
Then you got Malik Neighbors going to the Giants. The Giants are stupid.
He's going to lead the team in tackles.
Jeez, man.
From as many interceptions Daniel Jones is going to throw, trying to get him the ball.
Great talent going to the damn ass Giants. Giant ass. And then the Titans get J.C. Latham, offensive tackle. Titans in rebuild mode.
Got to start from the ground up.
Yep. And the pick that everyone was talking about, number 8, Michael Penix Jr. goes to the Falcons from Washington. We talked about the GM for the Falcons, explaining to Arthur Blank in his red suit, like, this is why we did the pick. I mean, I think it was a steal. I think it was a good pick. But
for Atlanta, I don't think you needed that. I get building for the future, but he doesn't need to sit for 3-4 years. Which it's like Cousins has been pretty durable. This was just a freak accident that he tore his Achilles. So it's like you're I get what they're trying to go with the Green Bay philosophy of have your guy of the future sit for like 3 or 4 years. Have them prove themselves on their 5th year option.
Yeah.
And make a decision right then and there. I get that from a business standpoint, but at the same time, it's like, bro, not every situation is Green Bay. They have just gotten lucky 3 straight times in a row. Right. Chiefs about to pick. I'd be shocked if they don't go wide receiver. No, I think they have to go wide receiver here, you would think. Maybe it's a UT receiver.
Mitchell's still on the board, isn't he?
Mitchell and Worthy both are still on the board.
I'd go Mitchell first before Worthy.
Yeah, I would go Mitchell first just because of the size.
Mm-hmm.
And especially since that's probably who – no, Buffalo already picked. Who the hell did Buffalo pick?
Buffalo picked
Oh, no, they traded Buffalo.
Oh, they traded with Buffalo? Oh, yeah, they sure did.
Traded with Buffalo. So my guess is that Buffalo's confident they can still get a receiver.
Yeah.
So that tells me Kansas City wants one guy in particular. And if I had to guess, it's probably Mitchell. Let the Make-A-Wish do the pick.
Roger Goodell, man, he be stretching sometimes. He be talking.
Yeah. You know, you would think if he's going to be reading off cue cards, he would at least enunciate a little better and not stutter over his words as much as he's been doing tonight.
Probably drunk, man.
Probably high. Been hanging out with Eminem all day.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Take Xavier Worthy.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
I saw a report about the Cousins camp is frustrated over the Penix Jr. pick.
Yeah, they called him and told him they were going to do it just because he's the best available. It's like, bro, this ain't fantasy football.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Kirk Cousins, like, bro, you brought me here under this pretense that I'm the guy.
He's
going forward.
The RG3 treatment the other way around now.
Yeah.
This is what RG3 felt like when he got drafted, and I got drafted after he did.
Oh, I'd love to hear RG3's comments on this. I would love to see him just like tweet. I could see him tweeting or putting out an IG post like, "You like that? You like that?"
Yeah.
Just to be a prick about it. I could see him doing it.
And you got Rome Odunze going to Chicago from Washington. And then you got JJ McCarthy going to Minnesota. You said too. They drafted him.
If like I said, if I'm Aiden O'Connell, I mean, if I'm Kevin O'Connell, I'm turning my resignation tonight. I'm like, no, like here, I can't do this. I honestly, I think Bo Nix would have been a better fit for Minnesota than JJ McCarthy. I think Bo Nix would have been, what do you call it, a safer play at quarterback.
I wish he didn't go to. I know we're gonna talk about it, but I wish he didn't go to Denver, man. I like Bo Nix.
Yeah.
But God, dog.
It's like I have no, from what I've seen of McCarthy, you know, through the playoff and even in the regular season, I don't see it.
He's got to have like so many pieces around him to be successful.
He's to me, he's what Steve Smith Sr. calls a jag. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy who just was in the right place at the right time in the right situation. So,
yeah. And then you had Bo Nix.
Should I read the stat for what Minnesota?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. So, let's see. So this is what Minnesota has given up this season, or so far this season, and this is all what they got in return. So thus far, in return, the Vikings have gotten J.J. McCarthy. We're skipping a little bit ahead to another pick, Dallas Turner, who fell in the draft. 6th-round pick for this year and a 7th-round pick this year. This is what Minnesota gave up to get those 4 things. The 11th pick, a 2024 second-rounder, a 2025 second-rounder, a 2025 third-rounder, a 4th-rounder for this year, a 4th-rounder for next year, 2 5th-round picks this year, and a 6th-round pick for this year. That is everything they gave up just to get these 4 things.
That's a lot.
And meanwhile, you probably won't re-sign. I guarantee you they don't re-sign unless they like run the division and just blow everybody out. There's no way Justin Jefferson re-signs.
No.
Cowboys picked.
Offensive lineman.
Safe pick.
Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle. I know people ain't going to like it, but that's what you need.
It's a safe pick. It's a safe pick, yeah.
I always talk about Zach Martin over Johnny Manziel. I hope so. I hope Bo Nix is going to get molded to what Sean Payton wants because Bo Nix got
He's
the
got the
intent.
dog in him.
Yeah, for sure. And so I hope because I'm a fan of Bo Nix. It's
Very
just
talented.
like you said, the freaking quarterback room there is
Just
McDonald's ass.
yeah.
You know?
No, that's Taco Bell ass.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. That Taco Bell ass.
It's just ugh.
But yeah, Bo Nix was the other notable player. You got Brock Bowers going to the Raiders. Did you see his dad's reaction?
No, I didn't see that.
There's some meme saying this is the reaction of a guy who cannot return to Las Vegas and his family doesn't know. So like he's like, and his wife's looking at him like, motherfucker, you're going to Vegas. You can't go.
What do you mean you're not allowed in Vegas?
That's what I want to know. Like, what the hell did you do? But yeah, like his face, I guess perfect timing on the cameras, right? But
He must have. He must have done some like hangover type shit, or that's what he got. Like, you know, what do they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for herpes. That shit comes back with you. That's got to be the case. That's got to be the case for Brock Bowers' dad.
It was funny though, man.
The Jets took. I can't even say the guy's name. He had 11. Olu Fashana.
That's why I skipped it.
That's why we skipped it. Okay, Maui.
Yeah, but he got offensive tackle. They need it.
Yeah,
I guess another state pick. Then you got New Orleans taking Fuaga.
yeah. Another Islander.
Then we got Latu from UCLA.
That was a good pick.
Did you see his story about he broke his neck?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I remember seeing that. What game was it I was watching? I think it was I want to say it was one of the After Dark. I want to say it was one of the ones that Marshawn was on. And they were telling his story. Crazy. It's like had to medically retire for 2 years.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh God. Like Harden at the strip club when it comes to free wings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the money is going to be the problem for Jefferson. I think it's going to be the fact that it's just there's no other team around it. And he's like, I can't win with this shit. I'm out of here. I'm going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because he wanted Cousins there in Minnesota. And he was upset when they didn't re-sign him or even try to make a play for him.
Yeah, and you lose Jefferson, man.
That's your whole team right there.
There's McCarthy's career, you know?
Yeah.
Then you got Byron Murphy from Texas going to Seattle.
Nice to see some Longhorn blood in the first round. Haven't seen that in quite a while.
It's Sweat in the draft too.
Yeah, he got arrested. DUI, I believe. So I'm sure that hurt his draft stock.
That dude right there is a beast.
Honestly, I thought he was going to go to the Rams.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald just retired. It made perfect sense.
Damn, that's crazy. Then Dallas Turner from Alabama goes to Minnesota. Marius Mims, offensive tackle from Georgia, goes to Cincinnati.
Did you hear the stat they threw out?
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Only started 8 games.
And Nick Saban was like, what the fuck you doing, Kirby? Yeah, that was crazy.
He played in 30 games in his college career, but he only started 8.
Dude was a freaking beast.
Yeah.
Jared Verse from Florida State goes to the Rams.
I'm kind of shocked he fell that far.
Yeah.
All the projections I saw, he was close to that top 10 range. Like he was like 1 or 2 interchangeable from like 9 to 12.
There was talk about him probably coming back.
Yeah.
And so he would have did. He probably would have had top 10 at least next year. And then Troy Fontenot to Pittsburgh. Did you hear a story about him as well?
Mm-mm.
So he grew up a Steelers fan because of Troy
Uh-huh.
Polamalu.
Yeah.
So, being from the West Coast, he would rarely get to go. So now he's going to be playing for the Steelers. So he was all in tears.
Nice.
So that's good.
That's pretty cool.
Webby got drafted by the Dolphins. Chop Robinson, man.
That sounds like a Mike McDaniel's pick right there.
Let's get Chop.
Let's just get it. Let's just chop it up with Chop.
Now you got Quinion Mitchell, defensive back to Toledo, going to Philadelphia. Tony Collins drafted Brian Thomas, wide receiver LSU, Jacksonville.
Wearing his neck brace.
Man.
As much shit as we give Tony Khan, I will give him credit for trying to keep kayfabe alive.
Yes, that was great.
I will give him props for that. I guarantee you, Doug Peterson's looking at him like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
You don't watch AEW Dynamite every Wednesday on TBS?
I guarantee you, Shad's like, "You're really not going to go in there with that on you, really?" God damn it, son. Okay, let's get.
And I'm thinking too, since they did this, they're going to film him, right? I was like, let's go ahead and do this angle.
Yeah.
He looks so awkward though, man, taking these bumps.
Dude, the fact that which was it, Matt Jackson, Matthew Jackson.
Yeah.
Dude, you saw how tight he was holding Tony for that. He was holding him tighter than the Undertaker held Hulk Hogan.
With the gut shot with the microphone, dude, like he got shot.
He just crumbled. I was like, at least he sold that he got hit.
Yeah.
I was like, but his selling was pretty. Going back and watching it, his selling getting hit in the ribs was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it was bad.
He just got down and was just acting like he got stabbed. You
can tell he's never had a blowjob.
He just said, "I just heard blow."
Oh, yeah.
I sent the hooker away. That I said blow, and that's not what she was bringing me. So I sent her away. Sorry, Don Stevens, don't shut us down.
Right. The 24 pick was originally Dallas. They traded Detroit because Detroit got who they wanted, Terry Arnold, defensive back from Alabama. Dan Campbell was excited, man, on the draft, the war room, whatever, draft room.
I would hate to be the first guy that takes the first hand clap or high five from Dan Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
After something like that.
It's like you want to see him excited, but then that high five's coming. Like, fuck.
I wouldn't want to be sitting next to him. I'll be the guy in the corner of the room.
Like, wait, get socialized over here. Nah, I'm good.
I'm good. I would just come in wearing, two your arms in two slings. Sorry, Dan, I can't do it. Elbow bump you maybe. Guys to come up and chest bump you. He ends up teabagging you instead.
Then you had Green Bay draft Jordan Morgan off the tackle, Arizona. Graham Barton, center from Duke, goes to Tampa Bay. Darius Robinson, defensive end from Missouri, goes to Arizona.
Very underrated player. Missouri, underrated team this year.
Yeah, and I've seen it just not even a handful of games of Missouri, but he stuck out.
Mm-hmm.
He got Xavier
especially in that bowl game.
Yes, against Ohio State.
He definitely flashed in that game.
Mm-hmm. Then you had Xavier Worthy from Texas go to Kansas City.
Woo!
And then
I bet Sam will love that one.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Guyton, offensive tackle from Oklahoma, goes to Dallas. And then Nate Wiggins, defensive back from Clemson, goes to Baltimore. We got San Francisco right now.
Their pick is in for San Francisco. Let's see what they do. I hate how they just drag this out.
Oh, it's horrible.
You know what? I just had this premonition earlier, a realization. So, because I was listening to Mel Kiper talk about J.J. McCarthy,
Mhm.
and then it got me thinking. Right after I think that, I saw a picture of Tony Khan. So, I said, Dave Meltzer is the Mel Kiper of the wrestling world.
He is.
And Mel Kiper is the Dave Meltzer of the NFL world. So
Yeah.
it's like more often than not, he's wrong. More often than not, he's wrong and doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
And he'll try to convince you that he's still right, even though he was wrong.
The one thing that Mel Kiper always brings up is, I was right about Jeff George.
We got a teenager right now. Who the fuck is shit?
Is that two players? It's like, is that two guys? Yeah.
San Francisco gets Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver from Florida.
That is a head scratcher. Given who's still on the board.
Yeah. The Bills have to get Mitchell.
They have to get Mitchell. I would be shocked, because if he doesn't get him, he's going to Carolina, and I don't want to see him in Carolina.
The only reason why I say that is because when they traded with Kansas City just now, Kansas City's like, we're getting Worthy. We want Worthy. All right, you're getting Worthy for real. Yeah, all right. Well, we want Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can see.
That's the only thing I can see, and then guarantee you
they need a wide receiver.
No way. No way Carolina just traded.
Buffalo's like, fuck you. We don't care.
They're like, we're just trying to get Josh Allen the fuck out of here.
We're trying to. Wow. There you go. Carolina getting Mitchell.
Unless they just like, you know what, Carolina, don't take Mitchell. We'll take him tomorrow. Please don't take him. Knowing David Tepper, he'd be like, fuck you, I'm taking him.
If they take Mitchell, the Buffalo really just don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. But Buffalo's not committed to winning this year. They're totally in rebuild mode if that's the case.
Yeah.
I wish I had the audio on right now to hear what Schefter's.
But yeah, Mel Kiper, man. Jeff George, that's horrible. Man make millions of dollars just looking like he knows what he's talking about.
I believe Todd McShay was kind of like the Brian Alvarez too.
Yeah, because after the first maybe top 3 picks, it's whatever after that.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell, especially, if we're keeping the connection or the comparison going with Meltzer, Alvarez, McShay, and Kiper, you can tell there's a lot of bias on certain players.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of bias that, what was it? Will Levis. Oh, my God. Mel Kiper was all on his nuts last year. All on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't understand why nobody's drafting Will Levis. Why they keep passing up on this guy? He's going to be a fantastic star in this league. He's got a cannon. He could do this. He could do. I'm like, chill. Get off his dick. Get off.
Get it out your mouth. Breathe.
Right. Get the mayonnaise out your mouth. But God, yeah.
They're like that with Richardson too when they played for the Colts. It's because he threw that one bomb.
Yeah.
Oh. Same thing with what's the name from Titans too? The other quarterback.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, same thing with him. Do that long pass. Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Like, he was genuinely, with Malik Willis too, he was genuinely, I wouldn't say offended. He was confused why he went in the second round, why some of the team didn't trade back up into the first to get him. It's like, Because he was garbage.
He wants answers, damn it. You ever see the old video of that guy calling him out?
Yeah. It was the Colts GM, right?
Yeah.
The old Colts GM before what was the dude's name? Bill Polian, was that his name?
Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
guy that
He's
was on it?
forever.
Yeah. The guy before Bill Polian.
He's like, who the hell is Milk Hyper?
Yeah. Who is that guy? Who? All I can think of now that I made that comparison, all I can think of is Conan. Who? Jeez, they're just dragging this one.
Is it Goodell talking?
He might be walking up to the mic. They're doing the wide shot right now.
Oh.
The wide zoom. I would not want to make that walk that many times. I would just stand up the whole time.
They're probably taking shots before he goes up there.
And I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, Goodell goes up there and he hugs all the guys, and then later on down the road he finds them and takes their money. And he's like, if I'm Goodell and all these guys are hugging me, and I'm shaking their hand and dabbing them up and everything, I'm hugging them, going, congratulations, don't fuck it up.
Right. As they pick him up, hugging him there.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
All right, Goodell's finally at the podium.
Jesus, finally.
All right, let's see. Xavier Leggett, South Carolina. Wow.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
yeah, wide receiver.
Buffalo traded back one spot. I wonder what Carolina gave up to move up one spot that they thought that guy wasn't going to be there.
Oh, man. And then, too, Buffalo, did they give up another draft pick?
Well, they probably collected a draft pick.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they did. They probably did. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Carolina's like, nobody get Leggett. We got to get him.
Sounds like everybody's like, who? Who the fuck is that?
He better be the next Mushin Muhammad.
Rocket Ismail over there.
Not an exciting first round.
No. I mean, you had a little bit of drama with the Penix pick.
But I say that, but there were some good picks for some teams.
Mm-hmm.
They feel the need.
Yeah.
So that makes the most sense.
And that's more or less what you're doing in the first round is you're addressing your biggest need, the best available that's up there, and your biggest need.
So I feel like for a while, it's been a couple of years now, maybe more than a couple, but it was always like the reach. Oh, they're reaching for these people, man. It's like they want the 2 years from down the line, like, he ain't with them no more.
Yeah. Or you're Kadarius Toney and you've been traded and cut like twice.
Yeah. Just horrible. Chicago obviously had a big night.
Mm-hmm.
So all eyes on them. Atlanta has the controversial pick.
I just don't know what the fuck they were doing. That to me is just the most head scratching night, pick of the night. It's just one of those things. Like I said, watching the quarterback show on Netflix, I gained a lot of respect for Kirk Cousins. So to see him kind of get treated like this, like, bro, what the hell?
And that, and ties into, like, you talked about the Cam Newton interview with Coach Shay. Yeah. I'm 30 minutes away from finishing it, dude. Great. Love it. Because I've always been a Cam Newton fan, but like you said, man, I gained a whole new respect for him because you talk about the general managers, like, we need to hold them accountable for some of the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like plain as day. Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins, is probably a guy that's not going to say anything, really, just do his thing.
Hmm.
He'll be all right.
He's
Versus,
just going to compartmentalize it and use that as a chip on the shoulder.
versus someone that's going to be like, hey, fuck no.
Yeah.
Driving this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, no. So, yeah, I'm going to finish that interview tonight. I got like 30 minutes left. It's a hell of an interview, man.
Yeah. So it's like, I gained a lot of respect coming out of that. I obviously respect the player that Cam Newton was. But him as a person, I gained more respect for that. I mean, the fact that he didn't kick those little kids' ass, but I was like, all right, okay. Just added to that. It's like, damn.
He knew, like, I'll kill them.
Yeah.
And like the story with the Auburn and his dad, like his dad's like, let me take the fall, even though no one took money.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like, bro, that's a stand-up dude right there, his dad.
Yes. To say, hey, as long as my kid can play, let's get this
I won't
over
go
with.
to games, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll take the fall for him. Like, God, dog, man. And then him admitting that the Super Bowl, he was mentally tired, like done.
Yeah.
And we don't think about that. We're like, man, it's the biggest game in your fucking career. Come on.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It's exhausting. Especially
go ahead.
Your first time going to the Super Bowl and you got all this stuff going on, and some like, God damn, this is enough. Some like, hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like he didn't acknowledge that he played like shit.
Yeah.
I played terrible. I played like crap.
He said Peyton did too.
Yeah.
He did. But it's just, he was done, spent.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't think about that. Like, that's their job. And like us, sometimes it's work, like, I'm done. I'm burnt out. Just want to go home. Then you think, look at them like they're superheroes, but they're human too.
Right.
So yeah, it was good for him to talk about that and get that out there like that, because it's like, damn, you don't look at it that way.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you think about it too, we always thought that, Ron Rivera just didn't give a shit about him. He's trying to run him into the ground. It's like, no, that was Cam that wanted that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about the Florida days when he talked about, dude, when he named off all them people, I'm like, God damn, I bet that locker room was fucking crazy.
Oh man, I bet that was wild. I laughed when he said, man, that documentary was bullshit.
He's like, go talk to Charlie Strong. Go talk to Percy. He said, Percy Harvin.
Yeah.
Like,
the fact that Percy Harvin was number one that he listed. He's like, they didn't talk to Percy Harvin. You talked to Percy Harvin. He was high before every game.
Yeah, and he got Tim Tebow in the middle of all that, man.
Which is just insane to think about. All the wild fools there. This is a purebred, good human being.
And this shows what kind of human being he is.
To avoid and not give into all that temptation around him.
Yeah.
Or partake in any of it.
I'm thinking to myself, why Charlie Strong? What did he walk in on?
Maybe that's why the Texas Boosters weren't a fan of him.
I'm like, he named us Charlie Strong. That was it. No other coach. It's Charlie Strong, Percy Harvin. What the fuck happened there?
Did he? I wonder if he just came in, at Texas, Charlie Strong, talking like, Antonio Brown. Come here, crackers. Come here. I'm gonna lay some gospel on your cracker ass.
Like, what? Wait a minute, what?
The hell is all this mumbo jumbo stuff? Handshake, buddy. Handshake, pal.
Where's he at now? Was he at Alabama?
I thought he was at South Florida. Back on that staff. Let me see.
Again?
I thought so. Let's see. Charlie Strong. He is. Well, this will explain a lot. He is. No, he's back. He's back at Alabama. Never mind. I thought it said he was the Miami co-defensive coordinator, but that was the season before.
Yeah.
He's a Alabama defensive analyst.
I don't know, man. I like making fun of the fans at the draft day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you don't know who the fuck this offensive tackle is. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah. You know, like, you don't know who that is. Stop.
Like, especially when it's an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, or mostly like a defensive tackle, or like I don't know what, like a
Kicker.
linebacker, kicker, a wide receiver that was a reach, and they're all there. Yeah.
Like, you don't know who this person is. Shut up. It's so cringe.
They're probably drunk anyway. They don't care.
Like, fuck yeah, all right. I knew it. I told you. I knew it.
The only ones that I will give the shout out for that, just because they're assholes, are the Jets fans and the Eagles fans. Because if it's a bad pick or they don't know, they're not shy of, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. Most famous Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
Got shit it all.
Oh, I forgot about that. Booed him.
Oh, yeah, got shit it all, man. They booed the hell out of him.
He just had to eat it and go.
You remember he used to throw up on the field?
Yeah. He was steaming Willie Beeman over there.
Oh my gosh. Houston Texans uniforms.
That red.
Badass. Badass.
I'm still not a fan of I don't know what they're calling that alternative helmet with the H on it.
The Oiler throwback.
Is that what that's?
Is that the one? I'm guessing it looks like an Oiler throwback for some reason.
It kind of does. I'm not a fan of the logo.
Yeah.
It's like, if that's just the hat, I'm okay with that.
But on the helmet.
But on the helmet, no. Yeah. It looks very UFL. It looks very NCAA creative team.
Photoshop.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the new white ones. Oh, the new white ones are my second favorite. I like those new white uniforms.
Yeah, they're nice.
But the red that should be the should be the main jersey right there. Should be the main uniform.
I'm seeing a lot of positive reviews for this Xavier Leggett from the Carolina Panthers Facebook page, which is very toxic. Very toxic.
Well, to be fair, he's coming from South Carolina, so that's probably why it's mostly positive.
But they're usually shitting on anything they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. I thought Cowboys fans were because Panther fans are horrible. So I'm like, oh, okay.
You give them 1 year of success, and they
one drop pass.
Yeah.
Why we draft this motherfucker?
They're gonna boo him out of the stadium the second Bryce Young misfires and throws over his head.
I know, right?
Oh man, face palms everywhere in the war.
I was hoping to see Jackson in the war room. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of rounds. You know me, I just don't get excited anymore for Dallas free agency, Dallas draft. It's like that's the resident on the field. I will say though, not Smith, not the one, just not Tyron Smith, but Smith from Tulsa. When they drafted him, I was like, oh, but he did a good job. So,
yeah, he ended up being pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. That was the first thing. It was a reach.
Yeah,
first round.
But I will say that if nothing else, Steven, when he can control Jerry, when he can control Jerry's impulses, Steven's very safe at who he picks.
Mm-hmm. How does one control Jerry's impulses? Do you just bring out a 30-year-old blonde woman to the war room and be like, hey, look, hey, goddamn.
Yeah.
Push it away and then go draft.
Just tell him you did it. He won't remember.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Unless you just make Jerry think it's his idea, that's the only thing I can think of. You pull the Vince McMahon and just make them think it's their idea, and they walk out going, "Hell yeah, yeah." Wait, what just happened?
That's what you said.
Yeah.
The one thing I would just say though, he did get more draft picks for this year. Just now, we're gonna fill the needs and go from there. You got Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm. Last year was contract.
I was like outside chance thinking, is he going to go and trade Dak? You know, what happened? Taking for Shador. Wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, Dion did say there's only 6 teams he would let Shador go play for.
Yep.
And we know Dallas is one of those 6 teams.
You got to set him up nice, though, man.
I really hope that is not the case because I like Shador.
Me too, and I'm saying they're not going to let Shador be Shador in Dallas.
No, not at all. Especially because considering what you've got to pay CD, you've got to pay Micah. You got to decide what you're going to do with Dak before you do anything else.
I would love it. He's a hell of a quarterback. He's good. A lot of people give him shit, but he's good.
That too, and it's like, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Trey Lance. Just sitting there.
So I heard this ridiculous, and I'm not going to name the person. I don't have them on this in social media anyway. But in case they stumble across this, I won't say their name. I will just say it is an individual who I am acquainted with via our profession. Basically, was saying he goes, "Here's what you do: you let Dak play out the season, you get rid of him, and then you put in Trey Lance, and you let him play for 2 years." And then you up his contract. It's like, that's all well and good, but this is the last year of his contract.
Yeah, can't do that.
We told him that, and he went, "No." We were like, "Yeah," pulled it up. I'm like, "Yeah, last year, unrestricted free agent."
Yeah, because his last is a rookie deal.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have that 5th-year option.
And it's like, why get Trey Lance then?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not going to bench Dak.
Mm-mm.
And then, like you said, this is last year of his contract. He's going to prove something in 6 games.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pay him this ridiculous amount of money, and he's going to be Dak 2.0.
Yeah. Or worse, he's going to be Quincy Carter.
Quincy Carter was like freaking great back then. Had all the quarterbacks that came out of Troy Aikman.
What was it? Jason Garrett.
You had Drew Bledsoe. You had Chad Hutchinson.
The only one I remember was Bledsoe.
Dude, I'm telling you, like him. You had some guy named Clint Sterner.
Don't remember that guy.
Ryan Leaf was there for a cup of coffee. Testaverde was there for a cup of
coffee.
Oh,
I forgot about Testaverde, yeah. Well, that was the Chan Gailey era, right?
I think Testaverde came with Parcells. No. Yeah, it was Chan Gailey, yeah. And you got Dave Campbell was the coach, and you had all these.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Who took over? Who was it that took over for Switzer? Was it
Gailey? Chan Gailey, then Dave Campo, and then Parcells came. That Gailey Campo, oh my God, that era was horrible.
Oh man, this was my peak fandom as far as like loving how terrible Dallas was. Just like that was my chance to just go, all you Cowboys fans. Here's for the last, even though I really only started paying attention closely to football since like 93, 94.
Yeah.
And I think I'm like 5 at this point. And I'm just like, yep.
And it's
Joke
ridiculous
for talking all that shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because people talk shit about Dallas sucks. Now I'm like, no, y'all don't know what we fucking go through. We really did suck.
It's like, you do realize we were 1-15 with Troy Aikman his rookie.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That was bad. Like, man,
Was it 1-15 or 1-14?
it was 1-15.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they were already at 16 games at that point.
Yeah, 1-15. They were thinking about blowing it up then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Pretty bad,
Just,
bad times. And now it's like, yeah, stay mid. It's all right.
Yeah. Hey, at least we're picking in the bottom 15 and not the top 15.
Y'all pick what, second round?
We picked second round. I think we've got. I don't know. We've been pretty keen this year at trading all of our picks for this year. Let's see, where are we at? Shit. Stupid NBA kicked me out of the draft stuff. Let's see, where are we at? Round 2. So we have the 10th pick of round 2, and we have pick 27 of round 2. And since it's 2 and 3, we have a third round pick for 23, and that's it. So we'll have 3 picks tomorrow.
Not bad.
No, not bad. We'll have Sketch announcing all of our picks, which is wild how quick that guy. I think we talked about it last time, how quick that guy's blown up.
Yeah.
Out there, he should have RKO'd ISO Speed. They were running routes. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And he mossed him, and he went over there and pushed. It was like Sketch should have just hit an RKO on him. That would have been perfect. Or could have done it and had Randy Orton right behind him.
He said these influencers, man, they freaking blow up quick.
Yeah.
For dumb shit,
Yeah.
Well, appreciate y'all joining us for this draft coverage, first round, 2024 NFL draft.
Could you imagine if we did this the whole show?
Oh God!
During the whole draft for like 3.5 hours.
One day, we will be able to do that.
Just be sitting there, just talking shit
the whole time. The whole time, just talking shit.
That'll be great.
Yeah, we'll get to do it one day when I finally get out of this mansion of mine.
when Cliff finally comes back and Nash finally leaves the other side.
I appreciate y'all joining us. Then You're Out Sports on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We're everywhere. Yeah, just be, next week, see what's going on. About to hit that dead period pretty soon.
Yeah, that dead period. It's just, this point, it's just playoff hockey and basketball and baseball. And it's just going to be baseball for a while.
Yeah, for a while. Until we get talk about training camp and all that. That's when it gets juicy.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting to see how many last-minute deals get done before training camp, too. All these free agents that haven't signed anywhere yet.
Yeah, so that's going to be the next thing that comes up. But for Manny D,
your boy Vasos,
he's out.